Hey everyone, today is Friday, the 31st of August. The new series or season or whatever you want to call it of Doctor Who starts tomorrow. I'm excited for it. Um, Also anxious about it. The writers of that show have never shied away from causing consternation with its audience. Um, so my first episode of Doctor Who actually was many years ago. I think it was the first season of the reboot, '05 maybe? Yeah, because it's been 7 years. That makes sense. My dad was channel surfing or something one day, and he tuned into some channel or other. It might have been BBC America, might have been Sci-Fi, whatever. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention, but there was this domed shape thing with a plunger and what have you moving towards a couple of characters in an all concrete environment, and apparently was able to vaporize people. And I'm like, really? That's scary? I mean, I've seen some scary stuff, like the Borg. I mean, come on. Uh, but, I honestly didn't know what the hell was going on. I was completely lost. I thought that the show was hokey. I vaguely recognized it as Doctor Who because I'd only ever heard of it from friends. Um, but I'd never watched it before. I didn't have any interest in it at the time. So fast forward to a couple of years ago, I was in the habit of leaving the TV on BBC America because it was different. I saw Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares for the first time. I saw reruns of Star Trek Next Generation, which I loved. I saw Top Gear for the first time, which I fell in love with. I absolutely adore that show. It's fantastic. And I saw my first episodes of Doctor Who with Tennant as the Doctor. One of the first episodes I saw with Tennant was Waters of Mars. I had no idea what the hell was going on. No, wait, it wasn't that one. I saw that one later. It was the library two-parter. No idea what was going on. Wasn't attached to any of the characters, but I was curious as to what the hell was going on. And that was creepy as hell. And then I just kind of stuck around. So there was the place they went to after that was the shuttle. And then they played them out of order at some point, I think. And so I saw Water of Mars. And that was weird. But essentially, the things that I got away from Doctor Who while watching the 10th Doctor was that it was all survival horror all the time, and that really doesn't appeal to me. Now, the stories are fascinating, the character interactions are incredible, the companions are frequently idiots or too curious for their own good, and the Doctor has a serious attention disorder. But it was entertaining, so I stuck it out. And then the 11th Doctor showed up, and I watched most of his first and second seasons. And I absolutely love the 11th Doctor. Yeah, he's flighty and everything, but he gets shit done, and I appreciate that. Amy is a badass, which is weird, because she's also weird. Rory seems to be along for the ride most of the time, but when called upon, he is a complete and utter badass. So, I really am enjoying the 11th Doctor's run. I appreciate 10. 10, Tennant was just, oh my god, just amazing. But 11 is my Doctor now. Yeah, I suppose. I can actually hear the music of the next episode starting on the TV downstairs. So I mean that's really how I got into it. I'm still really only a casual fan. I've been there for the start of the last series with the Impossible Astronaut, and I followed through it, recording a majority of the episodes and keeping in with the primary storyline. So I know where we are now, more or less. Um, Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. But I mean, primarily, if I had to choose, I go Star Wars. Then Star Trek. Then it's a toss up between a lot of science fiction things. Babylon 5, Wing Commander, Doctor Who. I mean, I'm a fan of quite a lot of stuff, and now there's only enough room in my life for collecting memorabilia from Star Wars. Um, if my room is any indication, or the crap ton of books on my shelf is. But don't get me wrong, I am an equal opportunity science fiction nerd. I will give anything a shot. I have yet to see Red Dwarf or Blackadder or probably a bunch of other things. I do remember Space Above and Beyond. I wasn't really all that into it. Yeah. So that was basically how I got into Doctor Who. And now I'm anxiously awaiting tomorrow's episode. That and I'm avoiding doing the dishes. Until next time.